Let me tell you something powerful. No one is coming to save you. That realization might sound harsh, but it's the most liberating truth you'll ever hear. If you want change, real, lasting, transformational change, it starts with you. Not your circumstances, not your past, and certainly not the opinions of others. It starts when you decide to look in the mirror and face what you've been avoiding. The first step to fixing yourself is accountability. You've got to own your story, all of it. The good, the bad, and the messy middle. Stop pointing fingers at your upbringing, your heartbreaks, or missed opportunities. They may explain where you are, but they can't dictate where you're going. Responsibility is your power. Take it back. Not accountability is the key to growth, because it requires you to take full ownership of your life, choices, and outcomes. It's a concept that seems simple on the surface, but the depth of its power lies in its application. Too often, people spend their lives blaming external circumstances for their struggles, pointing fingers at others for their failures, and waiting for someone or something to change their situation. But the truth is this: no significant transformation can occur in your life until you embrace accountability with both hands. Taking responsibility for your actions means acknowledging that your choices have brought you to where you are today. Yes, there may have been situations beyond your control, moments where life dealt you a tough hand or others hurt you in ways you didn't deserve. But even in those moments, you have a choice. You can either let those circumstances define you or decide how you will respond to them. Accountability says, I may not be responsible for what happened to me, but I am responsible for what I do next. When you start to take accountability, you shift from being a victim to being a victor. Victims dwell in blame and excuses, while victors look for solutions and seize opportunities. This shift is a game changer because it puts you back in the driver's seat of your life. You stop waiting for someone to rescue you, for circumstances to change, or for luck to favor you. Instead, you realize that you have the power to influence your outcomes through your choices, attitudes, and actions. Accountability is also about being honest with yourself. Growth begins when you stop lying to yourself about why things aren't working out. Are you really putting in the effort, or are you just going through the motions? Are you truly committed to your goals, or are you letting distractions and excuses pull you away? This kind of honesty is uncomfortable because it forces you to confront areas where you've fallen short. But it's also liberating because it clears the path for genuine progress. Owning your life means acknowledging not only your mistakes, but also your potential. When you take accountability, you start to see yourself as a work in progress rather than a finished product. This mindset allows you to approach growth with humility and determination. You stop feeling the need to prove yourself to others and instead focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Accountability is not about self-condemnation, it's about self-awareness and the willingness to do better. Another crucial aspect of accountability is recognizing the power of your habits. Your daily actions, no matter how small, are shaping your future. If you're not happy with where you are, take a hard look at your routines. Are you spending your time wisely, or are you wasting it on things that don't matter? Are you investing in your growth, or are you stuck in patterns that keep you stagnant? Taking responsibility for your habits is a critical step in fixing what's broken and building a life you're proud of. Accountability also means understanding your words and attitudes have power. The way you speak about yourself and your circumstances can either propel you forward or hold you back. If you're constantly blaming others, complaining, or dwelling on negativity, you're creating an environment where growth cannot thrive. But when you take ownership of your words and choose to speak life, hope, and determination, you set the stage for positive change. It's important to note that accountability doesn't mean doing everything alone. It's about taking ownership while also seeking the help, guidance, and resources you need to move forward. A key part of accountability is being willing to admit when you need support and having the humility to ask for it. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow and hold you to a higher standard. Accountability is contagious, and when you're around others who live it out, you'll be inspired to do the same. Accountability is a form of empowerment. It's the realization that you are not a passive participant in your life, you are an active creator. Every decision you make, every habit you cultivate, and every thought you entertain is shaping your future. When you fully embrace accountability, you stop being a prisoner of your past and start taking control of your destiny. You can't fix what you don't own, and you can't grow into the person you're meant to be until you take responsibility for becoming that person. So take a deep breath, look in the mirror and say, it's on me because it is, and that's the best news you'll ever hear. Self-reflection leads to revelation because it opens the door to a deeper understanding of who you are, why you act the way you do, and what needs to change in your life. It is the process of turning inward, examining your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and uncovering the truth about what drives your behavior. Without self-reflection, you remain blind to the root causes of your struggles and the patterns that keep you stuck. It is through this practice that you begin to see yourself clearly and gain the insights necessary for meaningful growth. To reflect on yourself is to pause in the chaos of life and ask the critical questions that often go unanswered. Why am I feeling this way? Why do I keep making the same mistakes? What do I truly want? And why am I not achieving it? These are not easy questions to ask, let alone answer, but they are essential. When you take the time to reflect, you begin to notice the connections between your past experiences, your current reality, and your future aspirations. So you start to see how your thoughts and beliefs influence your choices and how your choices create your circumstances. Self-reflection is not about judgment or condemnation, it's about understanding. It's about recognizing the areas where you've fallen short and being honest enough to admit that you need to change. This kind of honesty can be uncomfortable, but it is also liberating. When you acknowledge your weaknesses and flaws, you take the first step toward overcoming them. Denial keeps you stuck, but self-awareness sets you free. One of the most profound revelations that come from self-reflection is the realization that much of what holds you back is internal, not external. You might think your problems are caused by other people's circumstances or bad luck, but often the biggest barriers to your growth are within you. They are the limiting beliefs you've adopted, the fears you've allowed to control you, and the habits you've developed over time. Reflection helps you identify these internal obstacles so you can begin to dismantle them. Self-reflection also reveals the patterns in your life. Have you noticed that certain situations seem to repeat themselves? Maybe you find yourself in the same kind of toxic relationships, facing the same financial struggles, or dealing with the same emotional challenges. These patterns are not coincidences, they are the result of unresolved issues and unexamined behaviors. By reflecting on these patterns, you can uncover the deeper issues that need to be addressed. You can begin to break the cycle and create a new path forward. Another powerful aspect of self-reflection is its ability to clarify your values and priorities. In the busyness of life, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. You may find yourself chasing goals that don't align with your purpose or investing time and energy in things that don't bring you fulfillment. Reflection helps you reconnect with your core values and refocus your efforts on what is meaningful. It gives you the clarity to make decisions that align with your authentic self. Self-reflection is not a one-time event, it's an ongoing process. Growth is not linear, and neither is understanding yourself. As you navigate different seasons of life, new challenges and opportunities will arise, requiring you to continually assess where you are and where you want to be. Reflection is the tool that allows you to adapt, adjust, and evolve. It keeps you grounded in your truth and aligned with your purpose. However, self-reflection requires intentionality. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to avoid looking inward. It's easier to blame others, numb your feelings, or stay busy than to confront your own thoughts and emotions. But avoidance only delays growth. To reflect effectively, you need to create space for stillness and solitude. This could be through journaling, meditation, prayer, or simply sitting in silence. Whatever method you choose, the goal is to quiet the noise around you so you can hear the truth within you. Through self-reflection, you gain the revelation that you are not defined by your past, your mistakes, or your current struggles. You begin to see yourself not just as you are, but as you could be. This vision of your potential inspires you to take action and make the changes necessary for growth. Self-reflection is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's the practice of looking inward to discover the wisdom, strength, and clarity you need to move forward. The revelations that come from self-reflection are not always easy to accept, but they are always valuable. They show you what needs to be healed, what needs to be eased, and what needs to be released, and what needs to be embraced. They give you the insight to make better choices and the courage to pursue a better life. When you commit to self-reflection, you commit to growth, and that commitment will lead you to transformation. Healing what you've been hiding is one of the most crucial steps toward personal growth and freedom. Many of us carry wounds from the past, wounds caused by pain, disappointment, betrayal, or failure. Instead of addressing these hurts, we bury them deep within, hoping that time alone will heal them. But unhealed wounds don't simply disappear, they linger in the shadows, silently influencing our choices, relationships, and sense of self-worth. To truly move forward in life, you must confront what you've hidden and allow the healing process to begin. The first challenge in healing is acknowledging the pain. It's easier to pretend that everything is fine, to keep moving forward without addressing what's broken inside. But ignoring your wounds doesn't make them go away, it only allows them to fester. When you suppress your emotions, you deny yourself the opportunity to process them fully. The pain doesn't leave, it embeds itself in your thoughts, behaviors, and even your physical health. Acknowledging your pain is not a sign of weakness, it's a courageous step toward wholeness. Many people hide their wounds out of fear of judgment, fear of vulnerability, or fear of reliving the hurt. It feels safer to build walls around the broken places in your heart than to let anyone, including yourself, see them. But healing cannot occur in isolation. You must be willing to shine a light on the dark corners of your soul and confront the emotions you've been avoiding. It's in this place of vulnerability that real transformation begins. Healing requires you to forgive not just others, but also yourself. Forgiveness is often misunderstood as condoning the actions of those who hurt you, but it's not about them, it's about freeing yourself. Holding on to anger, resentment, or guilt only keeps you tethered to the pain. Forgiveness allows you to release the emotional burden and reclaim your power. It's not an overnight process, and it may need to happen in layers, but each step you take toward forgiveness brings you closer to healing. Another important aspect of healing is understanding the impact of your wounds on your current life. Unhealed pain manifests in various ways through unhealthy coping mechanisms, self-sabotaging behaviors, or patterns in relationships. For example, a person who has been betrayed might struggle with trust, even in situations where it's not warranted. Someone who experienced rejection might constantly seek validation, afraid of being unloved or unwanted. By recognizing how your wounds are influencing your life, you can begin to break these patterns and create healthier habits. Healing also involves letting go of the masks you wear to hide your pain. Many people project an image of strength, success, or happiness while silently struggling inside. This facade may protect you temporarily, but it also isolates you from genuine connection. People can't support you if they don't know you're hurting. Letting down your guard and allowing trusted individuals into your healing journey can be transformative. Whether it's through a friend, a mentor, or a therapist, sharing your struggles opens the door to empathy, guidance, and encouragement. One of the most difficult but necessary parts of healing is facing the truth about the past. This doesn't mean dwelling on what happened or blaming others indefinitely. It means examining the root cause of your pain with honesty and courage. What experiences shaped your fears, insecurities, or limiting beliefs? What lessons can you learn from those experiences? When you confront these truths, you gain clarity and perspective, which are essential for growth. Healing is not a linear process. Some days you'll feel like you're making progress, and other days it may feel like the pain is as fresh as ever. This is normal. The key is to remain patient and committed to the process. Celebrate small victories along the way, and remind yourself that every step forward, no matter how small, is a step toward freedom. Healing what you've been hiding allows you to step into your true identity. The weight of unhealed wounds can distort how you see yourself, causing you to feel unworthy, incapable, or broken. But as you heal, you begin to see yourself as whole, strong, and worthy of love and success. Your scars become symbols of resilience, reminding you of what you've overcome and how far you've come. When you choose to heal, you're not just fixing what's broken, you're building something new and stronger in its place. You're giving yourself permission to live fully without the chains of the past holding you back. Healing is a gift you give to yourself, and its ripple effects will touch every aspect of your life. By addressing what you've hidden, you create space for joy, purpose, and peace to flourish. It's time to stop running from your pain and start embracing the healing process. You are worth it. Discipline transforms intentions into reality by bridging the gap between what you desire and the actions required to achieve it. Many people have dreams, goals, and aspirations, yet they remain unfulfilled because intentions alone are not enough. Without discipline, even the best intentions falter under the weight of distractions, challenges, and the inevitable resistance that comes with pursuing something meaningful. Discipline is the vehicle that carries your dreams from the realm of possibility into tangible results. To understand the power of discipline, you must first acknowledge that your intentions, no matter how noble, are only the starting point. Wanting to grow, succeed, or improve is essential, but wanting alone won't get you there. Discipline is the consistent effort to align your actions with your intentions, even when motivation wanes or circumstances are less than ideal. It's what pushes you to show up, work hard, and stay committed, regardless of how you feel in the moment. Discipline begins with a decision. It's a choice to prioritize what truly matters over what is convenient or comfortable. This decision is often tested, as the human tendency is to gravitate toward ease and avoid discomfort. Discipline requires you to go against this tendency, choosing long-term rewards over short-term gratification. It's the commitment to wake up early to work on your goals, to stay focused when distractions arise, and to persevere even when progress seems slow. This consistency builds momentum, and over time, it transforms effort into results. One of the most significant challenges to discipline is the myth of instant success. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to fall into the trap of expecting quick fixes or overnight achievements. But true success is rarely instantaneous. It is the product of sustained effort over time. Discipline teaches you patience, reminding you that the process is just as important as the outcome. It's about planting seeds and nurturing them consistently, trusting that the harvest will come in due season. Discipline also requires self-control. It's the ability to resist temptations and distractions that threaten to derail your progress. Whether it's the temptation to procrastinate, indulge in unhealthy habits, or give up when things get tough, self-control is the anchor that keeps you grounded. It's not about denying yourself entirely, but about making intentional choices that align with your goals. For example, choosing to invest time in learning a new skill instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media, or opting for a healthy meal over junk food because it supports your long-term health. Another key aspect of discipline is focus. In a world filled with endless options and opportunities, focus is what allows you to channel your energy effectively. Discipline helps you say no to distractions so you can say yes to what truly matters. It's about setting clear priorities and dedicating your time and resources to the things that align with your purpose. Without focus, your efforts become scattered and progress slows. Discipline keeps you on track. ensuring that every step you take moves you closer to your goal. Discipline is not about perfection, it's about progress. There will be moments when you fall short, make mistakes, or feel like giving up. Discipline acknowledges these setbacks but doesn't let them define you. It's the determination to get back up, reassess, and keep moving forward. Every time you choose to persevere despite challenges, you strengthen your discipline and build resilience. One of the most empowering aspects of discipline is its ability to build confidence. When you consistently show up and follow through on your commitments, you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving what you set out to do. This sense of accomplishment fuels your belief in your abilities, creating a positive cycle of growth and motivation. Discipline becomes not just a tool for achieving your goals, but a way of life that reinforces your self-worth and potential. Discipline transforms intentions into reality because it creates habits. What starts as an intentional effort eventually becomes second nature. The disciplined actions you take today lay the foundation for a lifestyle that supports your success. Whether it's maintaining a healthy routine, staying organized, or managing your time effectively, discipline turns these practices into habits that sustain your progress over the long term. Discipline is the bridge between the life you have and the life you want. It's the daily commitment to take small, consistent steps towards your goals, knowing that each step matters. It's the decision to keep going when others quit, to stay focused when others are distracted, and to persevere when the journey gets tough. Discipline is not always easy, but it is always worth it. It's the key to turning your dreams into reality and becoming the person you were created to be. Accountability anchors you to progress by holding you responsible for your actions, decisions, and commitments. It is the mechanism that ensures you stay true to your goals, even when the road gets challenging or the distractions become overwhelming. Without accountability, even the most well-intentioned plans can falter because there's no structure to keep you aligned with your purpose. It serves as a guiding force, reminding you of the promises you've made to yourself and others, and it compels you to follow through. At its core, accountability starts with you. It begins with the willingness to take ownership of your life, recognizing that your choices directly shape your outcomes. It's easy to blame external circumstances, other people, or even bad luck for the lack of progress, but accountability shifts the focus inward. It challenges you to ask yourself, what can I do differently? How can I take control of this situation? This mindset of ownership is empowering because it reminds you that while you may not control everything that happens to you, you always control how you respond. Accountability is also about integrity. It's about being honest with yourself and others about where you stand and what you're doing to improve. When you commit to a goal or promise, accountability ensures that you follow through, not because it's easy, but because it's the right thing to do. This integrity builds trust in yourself that you can meet your commitments, and trust from others who see you as reliable and consistent. Every time you honor your word, you reinforce a foundation of accountability that strengthens over time. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate accountability is through partnerships. Sharing your goals with someone else, whether it's a mentor, friend, or coach, creates an external layer of responsibility. When someone else is aware of what you're striving for, it adds a sense of urgency and importance to your actions. You're no longer just accountable to yourself, you're also accountable to someone who believes in your potential and is invested in your success. This shared accountability can be a powerful motivator, helping you stay focused and committed even during difficult times. Accountability also thrives in structure. Creating systems to track your progress, set deadlines, and measure your achievements is essential. Without structure, it's easy to lose sight of your goals or become overwhelmed by the journey. For example, setting specific measurable goals and breaking them into actionable steps creates a roadmap for success. Regularly reviewing your progress keeps you aligned with your objectives and aligned to objectives and allows you to make adjustments as needed. This structured approach to accountability ensures that you stay on track and maintain momentum.
Another important aspect of accountability is the willingness to face consequences. When you fall short of your commitments, accountability requires you to acknowledge your mistakes and learn from them.
It's not about self-punishment or guilt. It's about understanding the impact of your actions and using that understanding to grow. For example, if you miss a deadline or fail to follow through on a promise, accountability pushes you to reflect on what went wrong, take responsibility, and develop a plan to avoid repeating the mistake. This process of reflection and correction is essential for continuous improvement. Accountability also helps you navigate setbacks and challenges. Life is unpredictable and obstacles are inevitable. Without accountability, it's easy to give up when things get tough or to rationalize why you didn't achieve what you set out to do. But accountability keeps you grounded in your commitment. It reminds you that setbacks are part of the process and that perseverance is key to overcoming them. It's the voice that says you may have stumbled, but you're not defeated. Get up and keep going. Over time, accountability builds discipline and resilience. It creates a habit of consistency that becomes a part of who you are. When you consistently hold yourself accountable, you develop a sense of pride in your efforts and achievements. This pride fuels your confidence and motivates you to keep striving for more. Accountability becomes not just a tool for achieving goals, but a core principle that guides your life. Accountability is about aligning your actions with your values and priorities. It ensures that you don't just talk about what you want to achieve, but actually take the necessary steps to make it happen. It transforms intentions into tangible results by providing the framework and support needed to stay focused, motivated, and committed. Accountability anchors you to your purpose, reminding you that progress is not about perfection, but about persistence. It is the steady hand that guides you through the ups and downs of the journey, keeping you connected to your vision and committed to your growth. Embracing change shapes your future by opening the door to growth, transformation, and new possibilities. Change is one of the few constants in life, yet it's something many of us resist. Whether it's a shift in circumstances, relationships, career, or even personal beliefs, change often feels uncomfortable because it pushes us out of our familiar patterns and into the unknown. But the truth is, without change, there is no progress. Growth and transformation require a willingness to let go of the old and step into the new, even when it's uncertain or challenging. Change begins with a mindset. How you perceive change determines how you respond to it. If you view change as a threat or loss, it will feel overwhelming and frightening. But if you see it as an opportunity to learn, adapt, and evolve, it becomes a powerful force for good in your life. Embracing change starts with recognizing that every change, no matter how difficult, carries the potential for growth. It challenges you to step outside your comfort zone and discover new strengths, skills, and perspectives that you didn't know you had. One of the reasons people fear change is because it disrupts the illusion of control. We often cling to routines, habits, and familiar circumstances because they give us a sense of security. But life is dynamic, not static. Resisting change doesn't stop it from happening, it only delays your ability to adapt. Embracing change, on the other hand, allows you to flow with life rather than fight against it. It teaches you to be flexible and resilient, qualities that are essential for navigating the complexities of the modern world. To embrace change, you must be willing to let go of what no longer serves you. This might mean releasing old habits, beliefs, or even relationships that are holding you back. Letting go is not easy, it requires courage and faith. It's natural to grieve the loss of what's familiar, but clinging to the past prevents you from fully stepping into the future. When you let go, you create space for new opportunities, experiences, and connections to come into your life. It's a process of renewal that allows you to grow into the person you're meant to be. Change also challenges you to take risks. Growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone, it happens when you dare to take steps into the unknown. This doesn't mean being reckless, but it does mean being willing to face your fears and try something new. Every great achievement begins with a willingness to embrace the uncertainty of change. Whether it's pursuing a new career, starting a business, or embarking on a personal transformation, the willingness to take risks is what propels you forward. Another important aspect of embracing change is self-awareness. Change often reveals aspects of yourself that you might not have noticed otherwise. It pushes you to confront your fears, insecurities, and limitations, but it also highlights your strengths, resilience, and potential. Through change, you learn more about who you are and what you're capable of. This self-discovery is a powerful catalyst for personal growth, helping you to align your actions with your values and aspirations. Change requires patience and persistence. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey that unfolds over time. There will be moments when the process feels slow, frustrating, or even discouraging. But embracing change means trusting the process, even when you can't see the outcome. It's about taking one step at a time, knowing that each step brings you closer to your goals. Along the way, you'll encounter challenges and setbacks, but these are opportunities to learn and grow. The resilience you build through these experiences becomes a foundation for future success. Embracing change shapes your future by keeping you open to possibilities. When you resist change, you limit your options and potential. But when you embrace it, you invite new opportunities into your life. Change expands your horizons, introducing you to people, ideas, and experiences that can enrich your journey. It keeps you moving forward, preventing stagnation and keeping your life dynamic and purposeful. Embracing change is not about avoiding discomfort. It's about leaning into it and finding the growth within. It's about trusting that even the most challenging changes have something valuable to teach you. When you choose to embrace change, you take control of your narrative. You become an active participant in shaping your future rather than a passive observer. Change is the catalyst that propels you toward your potential, helping you to grow, evolve, and create a life that reflects your true purpose and aspirations. The journey to fix yourself is not a destination, but a continuous process of growth, accountability, and transformation. It begins with self-reflection, where you confront the truth of who you are and the changes you need to make. From there, intentionality shapes your actions, discipline propels your progress, and accountability ensures you stay on course. Embracing change becomes the final key, unlocking new possibilities and shaping a future aligned with your highest potential. Understand that fixing yourself is not about perfection, but about progress. It's about having the courage to face your flaws, the humility to learn from your mistakes, and the resilience to rise again when life knocks you down. This journey requires effort, consistency, and faith in the process. But the rewards are immeasurable. You'll discover strength within you that you didn't know existed, purpose that gives meaning to your efforts, and a life that reflects the best version of yourself. So take that first step today. Look inward, commit to the work, and trust the power within you to overcome any obstacle. The world doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be authentic, intentional, and relentless in your pursuit of growth. Fixing yourself is not just about changing your life. It's about inspiring others to see what's possible when they dare to do the same. Your journey is your testimony, and it's time to walk boldly into the future you were meant to create.